So yeah, of course, as we open into more of the glory of what we are, the still, the high, the beauty, we draw like a poultice. And then the play of consciousness is that it creates exactly the situation to draw it forward. But essentially, it's all our own internal experience, really, the mind is the discordant, right? The mind's discordance creates in consciousness the situation to reflect to itself what is right down there at the bottom of the sink. And the mind finds that disturbing and something bad, but in the flow of grace, it's a profound possibility to go deeper, to transmute, that we're inviting something, a part of ourself, out of the darkness of the unconscious and into the light, into belonging, into the being, right? So we're pulling forward all of the parts of ourselves so that the heart can feel the fullness, that every single part of us can feel the same glory of what we are, right? So what's really happening is a discovery of more of yourself, and really that it's trying to find a way to recognize its belonging in the oneness. But it goes through what feels like a turbulent journey to the mind, because the mind says, no, I don't want to feel this. I want to feel good. I don't want to feel this hard stuff. But the more that we welcome it and we open to knowing that it's not bad and it's not wrong in the way that the mind imagines that it is, but all of that is part of the mind's protection, right? Because the mind too, in its discordancy, is protection. It's saying, stuff it down, keep it down there. Whereas light is saying, no, it's all God, bring it forward so that it knows that, right? The glory is saying, come forward, whoever you are. Bring your guilt, your shame, your stories of unworthiness and unlovableness and bad and evil and whatever you've got down there. You too are God. Come forward. Come forward into the light and know your true nature. Know that your story is not the truth, that your essence is the truth, right? So the more that you open to this gorgeousness that you are, you start bringing forward all the parts of yourself. You're the invitation. You're inviting everything into the glory that you're recognizing in the high and the still. You're bringing all of the parts of you forward. And of course, those parts of you are one with the collective, and you're working for the collective. As you bring forward courageously those parts of you, you're transmuting it. And as you transmute it, the offering of the bliss that you transmute it into feeds the whole, right? So this is holy work. It feels yucky to the mind, but it's holy work. So we have to recognize that feeling it is not a doing, because the mind can come in and its subtle protection says, I'm not sure I know how to feel this. But actually, just this moment as it is, with the sensation or the disturbance, the discordance in it, this is the feeling of it. This is the meeting of it. Is just recognizing it, that it's here. There's no doing involved. So the mind thinking, I don't know that I know how to, is its subtle way of protecting itself again, right? It's protecting itself to not just fully open and be with what's here. So in a way, the how-to is that there is no how-to. It's the complete letting go of how-tos. It's just recognizing, oh, There's disturbance in the field. Okay. Disturbance in the field, discomfort, discordance, whatever. The words don't matter, but just recognizing, oh, there's something here that doesn't feel settled. And the how-to is just the noticing of it, just the awareness of it. It's not a how-to in the way the mind thinks. It's taking it in the other direction to just be aware of it and allow it naturally in the openness of the aware field. And you know well enough that that is the core message of the human condition, right? It's like, and it's how the me protects itself, which seems crazy, of course, but the me protects itself by telling itself that it's wrong and bad and not getting it. It keeps itself sustained with stories of lack. That's how it keeps itself alive, is to say you're not enough, you're not good enough, you're not good, you're wrong, you're right. So we have to really catch this mechanism as it's constantly trying to keep itself in a story of lack and missing and wrong and not enough. This is why it's so important to welcome everything, not as the mind saying, you are beautiful, you are, it's not that affirmation kind of the mind trying to change the mindset. It's about bringing those parts that the mind is saying are not welcome and are not the beauty. It's bringing them into the light. It's revealing all that you are in the light, right? So it's revealing this part I feel is unacceptable. This part I feel is not the beauty, right? So we're giving more words than are necessary to it, but it's really by feeling the fear, you're bringing forward that which you have learned is somehow not the beauty and somehow not acceptable. And it's this courageousness to bring forward all of our foibles, all of the hidden away parts of ourselves into the light,